Buen día tengan todas y todos ustedes. A nombre del Gobierno Municipal de Ensenada, el Gobierno del Estado de Baja California y el Gobierno Federal de México, en coordinación con ProTurismo Ensenada y SCORE Internacional, les damos la más cordial bienvenida a hoy, el Día de SCORE Internacional, aquí en Ensenada, lo que ha sido pues decretado desde 2023. Bienvenidos a la segunda fecha del Campeonato Mundial del Desierto SCORE 2026. Esta es la edición número 58 de la BFGoodrich Tires SCORE Baja 500. Good morning to all of you. On behalf of the Municipal Government of Ensenada, the Baja California State Government, the Federal Government of Mexico, in coordination with SCORE International and ProTurismo Ensenada, we want to welcome all of you to SCORE International Day here in Ensenada, as it was declared back in 2023. Welcome to the second race of the 2026 SCORE World Desert Championship. This is the 58th edition of the BFGoodrich Tires SCORE Baja 500. Let's hear it. A continuación procederemos a rendir honores a nuestro lábaro patrio, por lo cual nos honran con su presencia esta mañana la banda de guerra y escolta de la Dirección de Seguridad Pública de Ensenada. And now we will honor the flag of Mexico, as we today are honored by being accompanied by the honor guard and flag of the Ensenada Security Direction. Adelante, por favor. Ahora escuchemos nuestro himno nacional mexicano en la voz del talento local Alejandra Lomelí. Adelante.
Mexicanos al grito de guerra, el acero aprestad y el bridón, y retiembla en su centro la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón. Y retiembla en su centro la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón. Ciño patria, tus sienes de oliva, de la paz el arcángel divino, que en el cielo tu eterno destino por el dedo de Dios escribió. Mas si osare no extraño enemigo, profana con su planta tu suelo, pienso patria querida que el cielo un soldado en cada hijo te dio, un soldado en cada hijo te dio. Mexicanos al grito de guerra, el acero aprestad y el bridón, y retiembla en su centro la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón. Y retiembla en su centro la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón.
Y ahora escuchemos el himno de los Estados Unidos. Adelante. A continuación procederemos a retirar nuestro lábaro patrio. Adelante. Agradecemos la participación de la Banda de Guerra y Escolta de la Dirección de Seguridad Pública Municipal de Ensenada, así como la participación del talento local, Alejandra Lomelí. Despidámoslos con un fuerte aplauso. We'd like to appreciate the participation of the Color Guard and the band of the Security Direction of Ensenada as well. Thank you to Alejandra Lomelí for participating with us. Buenos días, señor. A sus órdenes. Una vez más les damos la más cordial bienvenida a quienes nos acompañan en esta mañana en la ocasión que celebramos el Día de SCORE Internacional aquí en Ensenada. Bienvenidos a todos los aficionados aquí presentes, así como a los cientos de miles de aficionados alrededor del mundo que están viendo la transmisión en vivo de esta, la BFGoodrich Tires SCORE Baja 500 en su edición número 58. Once again, we want to welcome all of you as we celebrate SCORE International Day here in the beautiful port of Ensenada. Thank you to all the hundreds of fans here present and the hundreds of thousands of fans that are watching us throughout the world on live stream. Welcome to the 58th edition of the BFGoodrich Tires SCORE Baja 500. Esta mañana nos acompañan invitados muy especiales. This morning we are honored to have the presence of very special guests. Con la representación de la gobernadora del estado, maestra Marina del Pilar Ávila Olmeda, damos la bienvenida a nuestro buen amigo, el secretario de Turismo de Baja California, Miguel Ángel Badiola. We'd like to welcome Secretary of Tourism, Miguel Ángel Badiola, representing the Governor of the State of Baja California, Marina del Pilar. Bienvenido, secretario. Asimismo, damos una especial bienvenida al representante de la presidenta municipal de Ensenada, Claudia Agatón Muñoz, el director de Seguridad Pública de Ensenada, maestro Alejandro Monreal. Bienvenido, maestro. Representing the mayor of Ensenada, Claudia Agatón, is the Director of Security of Ensenada, Alejandro Monreal. And as we always say, if you get into any trouble, he's the man. All right? Okay. Damos una muy especial bienvenida a un gran aliado de SCORE Internacional, mi vicealmirante Juan Carlos Vera Mijares, comandante de la Segunda Zona Naval. A very special welcome to a great ally of SCORE International here in Baja California, Vice Admiral Juan Carlos Vera Mijares. He's the commandant of the 2nd Naval Zone. También queremos dar la bienvenida al director general de ProTurismo Ensenada, maestro Marco Carrillo, the Director of ProTurismo Ensenada, Marco Carrillo. E igualmente a la subsecretaria de Turismo del Estado, la licenciada Marta Domínguez Uscanga, the Assistant Secretary of Tourism of the State of Baja California, Marta Domínguez Uscanga. Igual también una muy especial bienvenida y agradecimiento a la maestra Rosela Medina Lencioni, directora del Centro Cultural Riviera de Ensenada. Rosela Medina Lencioni is the director of this beautiful building that we use as our background, the Riviera de Ensenada. Muchas gracias, maestra, siempre por todo su apoyo, todo su staff. Y bueno, muy en especial una bienvenida para las dos personas que hacen todo esto posible, Roger y Elise Norman. Welcome, Roger and Elise Norman. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for all of your confidence in Baja California and Mexico to participating in these events. Agradecemos también la presencia del presidente de la Asociación de Anfitriones y Turoperadores de Baja California, the president of the Baja California Tour Operators Association, maestro Iván Cortés. Esta edición número 58 de la SCORE Baja 500 registró 200 equipos procedentes de 11 países, 26 estados de la Unión Americana. La oferta atractiva, la oferta pues mundialmente famosa de servicios, eventos, infraestructura turística de Baja California y en especial de Ensenada se ha venido promoviendo ya desde principios del año, además de la revista digital SCORE Journal, bilingüe, digital y mensual, que alcanza hasta 2,5 millones de lectores. Además, en la plataforma promocional de SCORE Internacional, que llega a millones de personas alrededor del mundo. For this 58th edition of the BFGoodrich Tires SCORE Baja 500, we have 200 teams registered from 11 countries and 26 states in the U.S. The tourism offer of Ensenada and Baja California have been being promoted since the beginning of the year by SCORE International in its platform. SCORE International Journal, the SCORE Journal digital magazine, monthly magazine, bilingual, has been promoting Baja California, its wine country, its food, its craft beer, and all of its beautiful attractions since the beginning of the year, reaching up to 2.5 million readers around the world. And today, as you are here, this event and this race and all of its activities are being transmitted worldwide to hundreds and thousands of fans all over the world that are watching why Baja California is the capital of off-road racing. And today, on a very special occasion, SCORE International Day here in Ensenada. We are very proud to continue putting on these races, the best off-road races in the world. Y bueno, vamos a pedirle, por favor, haga uso del micrófono, nos dirija su mensaje al representante de la presidenta municipal de Ensenada, Claudia Gatón Muñiz, al director de Seguridad Pública, maestro Alejandro Monreal, si nos dirige un mensaje.
No sé. Juan, pues allá ayúdame, ¿no? Yo te traduzo. Muy buenos días a todos y cada uno de los miembros de SCORE. Primeramente les mando un saludo a nuestra presidenta Claudia Gatón, tanto Alice como Roger.
Un saludo de la alcaldesa, the mayor of Ensenada, Claudia Gatón Muñiz, is sending her regards to all of you here present today, very especially to Roger and Elise Norman.
Ensenada, estamos recordando las carreras que son legendarias aquí en estas últimas ediciones. Nos ha tocado coordinar la seguridad en este tipo de ediciones con el apoyo de las fuerzas federales y estatales y se aspira lo que antes las leyendas como Roger, hoy regresa otra vez esa esencia y es la responsabilidad de nosotros que todos los corredores que vengan se sientan tranquilos en estas ediciones.
The essence of off-road racing is present here today with Roger and Elise Norman and having the celebration of this world-famous SCORE Baja 500. It is my responsibility to coordinate all the security efforts with municipal, state, and federal agencies so that everything goes on as planned here in Ensenada. And we thank you for your trust.
Desearles lo mejor y que se sientan seguros aquí en la ciudad. Estamos haciendo nuestro mayor esfuerzo para que tengan una estancia tranquila y podamos sacar esta edición con éxito como todas las últimas ediciones que ha hecho SCORE Internacional aquí en Ensenada. Dios me los bendiga a todos y gracias por la confianza.
Our hope and our goal is that to have a successful race here for the priority of the security of all participants and fans here for the race. Thank you for your trust and for being here and for all the races that SCORE International organizes here. God bless and enjoy your stay. Bueno, vamos a solicitarle ahora al representante de la gobernadora del estado, maestra Marina del Pilar Ávila Olmeda, al secretario de Turismo del estado, Miguel Ángel Badiola Montaño, nos acompañe. The Secretary of Tourism of Baja California will give us his remarks on behalf of the governor of the state of Baja California.
Good morning, everyone. Roger and Elise. Right, Elise? Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting Baja California and in Ensenada. We are very glad to have you here. You are very safe with this gentleman here. And thank you all the participants for this amazing event. Baja California and Ensenada is your home, and we're glad to have you here. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias, pues me ahorró la traducción el secretario, muchas gracias. Lo que quiso decir el secretario es que le da la bienvenida a Roger y Elise Norman, agradecerle su confianza por llevar a cabo las mejores carreras fuera de carretera en el mundo, aquí en Ensenada, además de la capital del vino mexicano, la capital mundial del off-road. Y bueno, qué mejor que en el marco del Día de SCORE Internacional aquí en Ensenada. So, to continue with SCORE International Day here and the 50th celebration of the BFGoodrich Tires SCORE Baja 1000, we are finishing with this, the official ceremony, and we will ask you to be here at the bottom of the arch, 8 a.m. for the green flag. Les damos las gracias por su presencia, los invitamos para que pasen a las 8 de la mañana a estar aquí en el arco de salida para que vayan calentando el brazo para dar todos los banderazos. Thank you very much, God bless, and let's go racing.
Benevito and welcome to Ensenada, Baja California. It's an overcast day here, but you know what? It's keeping it cool for these drivers. We've got the trophy trucks getting ready to go off here. This is the BFGoodrich 58th running of the SCORE International Baja 500. Liberty, I'm Dave Arnold. We're letting these guys get ready to get going here very soon, and I'll tell you, man, these guys did some awesome jobs of qualifying. Of course, you see our top qualifier down there, Christopher Polvardi, in that number 94. Optima Batteries machine just made the switch to BFGoodrich, so he's got the most winningest tires underneath him here for the BFGoodrich Baja 500. On the line right now, the 94, Christopher Polvardi out of Herba, Utah. Originally from Southern California, now making his home in Utah. His co-driver is going to be Mike Kim, driving that Ford-powered machine. Sponsored by Optima Batteries, Red Bull, BFGoodrich Tires, Method Race Wheels, Borla Exhaust, Ford Racing, Rigid Industries, Decked, K&N Filters, VP Racing, Fox Shocks, FK Rod Ends. The young man that cut his teeth in short course from trophy carts all the way up to the pro lights, and now making his home in that beautiful all-wheel drive Mason trophy truck. The anticipation of the crowd is growing. You can see the people all lined up early in the morning. We sent the bikes off at 3 a.m., and that was an incredible. All those guys headed out into the darkness of the Baja Peninsula. They get ready to get this one going. We'll be seeing them coming in sometime afternoon. Of course, 18 hours is the timeout for the big classes. So Christopher Polvardi getting ready to go here. 3, 2, 1, and we are green, green, green. Up next, a legend down here in Baja. He also flies the Red Bull Wings, Amsoy, Toyo Tires, KMC Wheels, Fox, the SCORE Spa Designs. It's the number 7 of Bryce Menzies out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Driving with Orrin Anderson. About this, Andy McMillan and Brady Thompson in their Mason Motorsports all-wheel drive Gen 1. he gets ready to watch that clock countdown for him. He's got the iridium shield on there, knowing that he'll be racing into the sunrise. Great to see Bryce qualify so well. Him and Christopher Bovard have teamed up in the past, now separate teams, both running Red Bull now. And we're green once again for Bryce Menzies. Up to the line next, the 83 out of El Cajon, California. Riding with Jason Duncan, Maxton Cromet, Tyler Canfield, Gil Aguirre, and their Mason Motorsports, Monster Energy, BF Goodrich, Method Race Wheels, DLM Properties, Fiberworks, and Fox SDG. Another legendary name down here in Baja, the going all the way back to Corky McMillan and Mark McMillan. As he gets ready to look at that screen, he's got that tinted as he also anticipates into the sunrise. They head east out of Baja, the Riviera, as the clock counts down. And we are verde. Oh, as we like to say, beef. It's the 41 of Justin Lofton out of Lockney, Texas. Right over that Mason Motorsports machine with Derek Connis, Jason Lee, and Michael Jenkins. In the Beef Ranch, the Butcher Shop, Lubbock, Fox, Method, BFGoodrich Tires, Danzio Performance, Nacho Off-Road Lights, VP Fuels, iBox Springs, FK Rod Ends, Stelio Simpson, the Justin Lofton Foundation. As he waits for his time for the green flag to drop here. Oh, the clock's ticking down. So we hit the 10 mark to 8. And green lights go. Oh, man, this is awesome. The number 5, seeing this young man grow up out of Orange, California. It's Max Gordon riding with Cole Kramer, Robbie Gordon, and Clyde Stacy and their Geyser built machine. RPM Off-Road, Geyser Brothers, BFGoodrich Tires, King Shocks, Rugged Radios, KMC Speed, UTV, and VP Fuels. And that's pretty cool. His good friend Cole Kramer, a world champion jet ski racer in the stand-up category. Now cutting his teeth in the dirt. He's out of Lake Havasu, so he'll be co-driving with Max. As the clock counts down for him, down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition, and the green flag waves. Oh, man, talk about legends down here. The family's legacy is deep in SCORE. It's the 21 of Tavo Dosla out of Mexicali, Baja California, driving with Javi Valenzuela, run that Mason Motorsports all-wheel drive, racing Rumex Logs, Toyo Tires, Enter, King Shocks, Method Wheels, Baja Designs, Telcel, Impact Racing, Howe Performance, and PCI Race Radios. Tavo knows how to put it on the box. Will he do it? Well, we're going to have 18 hours from the time of the green flag to find out. These drivers are all racing the clock. And release the horsepower. Man, and the legendary names keep coming. And the number 1, the defending SCORE World Championship, Alan Ambudia out of Ensenada, Baja California, driving with Kyle Kraft and his Mason Motorsports, sponsored by Monster Energy, Toyo Tires, King Shocks, KMC Wheels, Maja, Polaris, Papas and Beer, California Fuels, Baja Designs, OMP, Bell, La Familia presenta, and RPI and FYDAQ. He's Flacca fast. And it's Verdi for Ampudia. It's great to see this man here, Paul Wheel, in the 46 out of Las Vegas, Nevada, driving with a legend of Rob McCachran, Joe Wanning, Scott McLean, and Andrew Ortiz in that brand new Gen 2 Mason Motorsports. He's got the Paul Wheel Motorsports, Drink Weird, BFGoodrich Tires, Arno H Wheels, PWR Advanced Cooling, Impact Lawrence, Black Cat Civil, Motec, Fox Factory, and SDG Shocks. A new team, a new truck, a new horizon for Paul Wheel as he anticipates that clock ticking down. An absolutely beautiful truck. Problems in qualifying. It is back on point. And look at that thing take off. The squat, the lift, and the power applied. 1,000 horsepower in that machine. And the number 70. He comes from New Falls, Texas. And Mason Motorsports, King Shocks, Toyota Tires, KMC Wheels, Baja Designs, Joe Gibb Engines, MPI, Miller Sign Corp, Heatwave Visual, EBCO, Traco, Maritex Pipe, Beverly Hills Rejuvenation, CBR Race Radiators, PCI, One Life Trauma, VP Specialized Powder Coating. It is none other than Kevin Thompson with Harley Lettner, Cole Wolf, Kellen Walsh, Steve Covey, and Nick Lynn. And the green flag. Pulling up to the line now, the 24 out of Anaheim, California. Driving in his Mason Motorsports with Trevor Ellingham. It is Adam Householder, and that Householder's Motorsports Inc. Fine-tuned suspension. BFGoodrich Pro-Am Racing Products. Joe Gibbs, JD1, PCI Race Radios, VP Racing Products. Power Steering Solutions, GTR Industries, McKenzie's Performance, Spa Designs, PRP Seats, Miller Signs, and Impact Racing. Oh, Adam's taking that thing up, revving her, and ready to release that horsepower. Man, there has been a plethora of Mason Motorsports machines, and he is going to light this one onto the desert and let it eat some dirt. Oh, I can do Mexican leaves, no problem. I can figure the best. This one here. And the 69 out of Escondido, California. It's Andrew Myers and his Mason Motorsports machine with Julio Quintera. Don Brown driving the Toyota Tires, Baja Designs, Method Race Wheels, Fox Shocks, Maxima Oils, Joe Gibbs Racing Engines, Vincent, Toyota of Escondido, Hyundai of Escondido, Fasterone, and Dusty Metals. Waiting for that clock and his chance to rip that green flag through. Yep. As they get ready to drop the green flag. And green. And we have a special guest, Catalina. Thank you for coming and helping out. We appreciate you. You do such an awesome job.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Buenos días a todos. Estamos en esta línea de arranque de la 58 Baja 500. Tenemos el siguiente en línea número 32 en un truck Y9 Industries. Ryan Arciero con el número 12 y sus patrocinadores Bennett, Dragonfly, Troy Lee Designs, C-SPAN, BFGoodrich Tires, Fox Shocks, Method Wheels, 19 Industries. Vemos la cuenta regresiva, solo 5 segundos y arrancamos en esta gran aventura. Vemos a Ryan Arciero y su equipo.
And up next, the 62 out of Orem, Utah. Driving with Ryan Pullman, Gavin Weber, Luis Dominguez, and his Ford in that Prime Power Sports Ready Gunner. It's Dodge Pullman. Waiting for that clock to hit 10 to count down. Ready for that tick, tick, boom. Oh, it's great seeing all the dignitaries down here. Of course, Steve Hedgefield, our Grand Marshal. He'll be racing later on today with the Cops racing team, so it's cool as we get ready for Pullman in the 3, 2, 1. Verde, verde, verde. Well, we're going to have a slight gap right now as we get ready for the two-wheel drive trophy trucks. I mean, it's been a wonderful day here. Oops, we're losing a little signal here. A little overcast, nice and cool today. And I'll tell you, there's going to be some serious horsepower with this weather.
We were talking about it yesterday. This is one of my favorite races of the year because of the weather. And I think the racers think the same as me.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like that when they get to Valley in a few of the places. It could be up to over 100 degrees out there. And, of course, it's, 64 degrees down here right now?
Well, we enjoy the weather while we're here, and we talk about it later.
If you want to get warm, you just go inland, right?
Yeah, under the sun and everything. But it's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, definitely. And talk about the crowds, contingency. Yesterday, the place was packed.
Yeah, all the fans in Baja are really, passionate about off-road racing, and they show it during contingency.
It's almost like a holiday with everybody here.
Yeah.
Kids are out of school. Yeah, that's right. So awesome. And saw the dignitary, the marinas are here. We got everybody celebrating, and everybody wants to see these trucks go off the line.
Yeah, we thank everyone from the military and the government that's here today with us, waking up early to, share this with us.
Yeah, it's wonderful to do that, and how the Mexican government and the city of Ensenada and all the families, friends, and the people of Mexico embrace SCORE and the racing.
Ya, en México estamos muy agradecidos y muy contentos de tener eventos como este, y agradecemos también que sé que nos están escuchando aquí afuera a pues parte de nuestro gobierno, elementos de seguridad, de los militares que están acompañándonos y pues respaldando este gran evento, la 58 Baja 500. Just saying it in Spanish so they can hear us outside.
I got you. I can follow you. Can't spit it out like you can, but I can understand it. And I can order a mean taco, too.
Yeah. Carne asada.
Carne asada. Sí. Pollo.
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
How do you say shrimp taco?
I know how to say lagostino. Lobster.
Camarón.
Labron.
No,
No?
camarón.
Camarón. Okay, I gotcha.
Estamos esperando a los two-wheel drive, los trophy trucks, los trophy truck legends y clase 1. Tenemos un espacio de 3 minutos, pero ya estamos viendo arrancar a nuestro One Legend, 1L, Gustavo Vildoso, la senior de Mexicali, compartiendo ahí el manejo con Ricky Johnson, Víctor Valenzuela y Nico Ambris. Lo vimos arrancar en un Mason Motorsports y sus patrocinadores Mexlog, Toyo Tires, Inter, King Shocks, Method Wheels, Baja Designs, Telcel, Impact Racing, Howie Performance, PCI Race Radios.
And up next, we got the 40T of Chris Miller out of Rancho Santa Fe, California. Driving with Kyle Jurgensen, Sean Shanks, Dave Kaji, Cameron Parrish in their Ford-powered machine. We got Pioneer Sports, Vision Wheels, Walker Performance Filtration, RPI, the Shock Shack, Maximum Performance Lubricants, and McNeil Racing. And I know you just saw Gustavo Vidola. He is yet to be undefeated. Now is, 5 years now with the Legends?
He's an actual legend in
He
Baja.
is a legend. And the guy with him, Ricky Johnson's not too shabby either.
2 legends.
All right, off goes Miller.
Next in line, we have Stephen Beal out of Fort Davis, Texas, sharing the wheel and all the work with Preston Schmidt, Sean Geiser, Jared Lubeck, Jason McNeil, Eric Clay, and Gabriel Miranda. Their sponsors, Sendero, Geyser Performance, Maxima Racing Oils, and K1. We see the countdown, and off they go.
Now you're going to see spec trucks and Class 1s mixed with drives. Now is the way they qualified here. So up next, we've got the 168 of Cody Reed out of Apple Valley, California. Got the red plate on there, keeping their number still. Driver with Mark Dario, Adam Blancuch, Kevin Reed, and Travis Greets, and their Chevy powered and the Reed Products Inc., BFGoodrich Tires, Raceline Wheels, Baja Designs, Croyer Power, King Shocks, Pro-Am, Pro Bearing, Weddle, Sign Pros, and Walker Performance. Trying to keep that red plate again, I believe now 3 years. Can they make it 4? Well, we're going to find out, as this is the second race here in the SCORE World Desert Championships. He's counting down from 10, hitting the 5. And the green flag raises.
With the number 127, we have Cody Barkhouse next in line out of Long Beach, California. Their sponsors, Barkhouse Tire, BFGoodrich Tires, Fox, Method Race Wheels, Maxima Racing Oils, Impact, and EBAC.
All right, now we got our first spec truck ready to go off, our second spec truck ready to go off here. It's going to be the 215 out of Murrieta, California. Driver Chris Escobar. And that K&B Engineering, Optima Batteries, Toyo Tires, Fox Shocks, Edge Wheels, Impact Safety, CSD, CBR Radiators, Lobo Off-Road, Hostile, Temecula Motorsports, Weiss Tech, Steel It, VP Race Fuels, and Baja Designs. It's Trey D. Gibbs. Getting ready for it. One of my former short course kids. Used to compete and grew up in trophy carts and then pro lights. Did a little pro buggy too. One of the few championships there. As his clock gets ready to count down. 3, 2, 1. Verde, verde, verde.
Now with the number 273, we have Abdali Lopez. It says from Temecula, California, but I know he's from Baja. From Tecate, Baja California. With him, Sonny Cazares, Jordan Brentel, and of course, It's a Brentel Industries truck. Their sponsors, Brentel Industries, Fox Shocks, Yokohama Tire, Method Race Wheels, FK Rodents, Steal It Coatings, Baja Kits, Maxima USA, Alcon Brakes, Rigid Industries, BP Racing Fuels, Sparco Official, Dancio Performance, Grevel MFG, Hawk Performance.
Now it's time for another lead in the 61L out of St. Louis, Missouri. Driving with Larry Rossler, a true legend. Jeremy Johnson, Skylar Pereira, Pablo Ortega, Andy Grinder, and Johnny Mellett in that Mason Motorsports machine, sponsored by BFGoodrich Tires, Milwaukee Tools, Maxima Racing Oils, Bob Designs, J-Force Dynamics, and remarkable, it's David Payne. Oh, he wants to bring the pain, that's for sure. As he hits the 5 mark. Green, green, green. Oh, I always love the roar of the big bores of these big powered V8s going up.
With the number 85L, we have Clay Lawrence out of El Monte, California. Driving with him, Josh Daniels and Louis Mayers in a 19 Industries machine. Sponsored by Lawrence Equipment, Haas Factory Outlet, Baja Designs, King Shocks, BFGoodrich Tires, Kona Blue Sport Fishing, and Croyer.
Next, the 253 out of Downey, California. Driving with Adam Carpenter, Ernesto Figueroa. In the Mason Motorsports, King Shocks, Unique Fabrication, Dugan's Racing Engines, James Lynn Motorsports, Rancho Drive Chain, A&J Plumbing, Baja Designs, and A&G, it's Ray Griffith. As the Bumblebee colored needs to go off the line, the countdown begins. And listen and feel the horsepower.
Now getting into the start line, we have the one and only Cameron Steele out of San Clemente, California. Big fan since I was a kid.
Pab.
Cody Stewart and Dave Mason Jr. are driving with him in a Geyser Brothers truck. They're sponsored by, of course, Monster Energy, Yokohama Tire, Fox, Raceline, BP, Dugan's, Geyser, EBAC, Bell Helmets, OMP, Baja HQ, FK, and Baja Bound Insurance.
Great guys, I'll tell you. It's awesome. Dave Mason Jr. and Cameron Steele, good team. Up next, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Sin City. He rides a HMS Class 1 with Tim Wilson, Jeffrey Wilson, Jared Ingram, Brandon Hawley, Billy Gorky, Jeremy Huntsman, and the South Point Hotel, Justice Brothers, City Lights Shine, Glen Helen Raceway, Wicks Racing Engines, Walker Evans Racing, BFGoodrich Tires, PCI, Collins Motorsports. He traded his off-road for a NASCAR. Now he's back from NASCAR for many years and now in the dirt in Baja. It's the master distiller of Brendan Gaughan.
Now, out of Torrance, California, we have Maverick Gaunt sharing the wheel with Jason Gaunt, Brock Dudley, and Christopher Johnson. Ina Geyser Brothers Machine. Their sponsors are Smiley Crane, Geyser Brothers, Raceline Wheels, EFCO, ABAC, Simpson, Dugan's, RDE, Neo Synthetics, Pro Bearing, Pasley Motorsports, James Lean, Walker Performance, Nacho Lightning, Fuel Factory, SDR Racing Solutions, Prep by Ramey, and Flowing Films. The calm before the storm. And off they go.
Up next, oh boy, out of Costa Mesa, California, and that Mason Motorsports spec truck, driving with Tyler Brown, Gavin Harlan, Brad Hillard, Mike Beard, and Bob Picoy for the Earth Basics, Delta Media, VP Racing Fuels, Fox Shocks, Raceline Wheels, OMP, Five Organic Kitchen, PCI Race Radios, Troy Lee Designs, Designs, and the Baja HQ. The 212, none other than Travis Picoy. Another young man that grew up in the sport. His dad, Bobby, has, of course, been partners and driven with Cameron and also campaigned a truck. Now it is Travis's turn in a spec truck. So cool. One of my old trophy car kids, all grown up, ready to unleash the beast into the Baja Desert as the clock counts down, and we are green, green, green.
Now with the number 236, we have Michael Marshall from Millbrook. And with him, driving Hudson Hall, Troy Grabowski, Matt Martinez, and Ivan Weller. It's a Brental Industries truck, sponsored by Fox, Maxima, and Spy.
He's got to be coming all the way from the northeast of the United States and New York, enjoying. Oh man, he's got to be in heaven right there. See that beautiful carbon fiber helmet there? See that tinted shield? Keep that.
It reminds me of Robert Acer's helmet, remember?
That's right. No, that's right. Yes, Robert Acer. The unknown driver. Up next, liking the new livery coverings there out of Beaumont, California, the 17. It's Sam Baldy driving with Robert Llewellyn, Jake Johnson, Michael Baldy, Brian Morris, Roberta Fettis, and that Baldy built machine, Mother F Foods, Top Line Industries, Lava Propane, Baja Designs, VP Racing Fuels, Ultra Wheels, BFGoodrich, PCI, Sparco, Dugan's Racing Engines, Extract Transmissions, and King Shocks, keeping him floating through the Baja Peninsula as he waits for his chance to see the green flag, leave the pavement, and hit the dirt, and let the big dogs bark.
In a blue and orange skin today, we have number 242, Bryce Swain from El Cajon, California. With Dan McMillan, Rogelio Pereira, Garrett Stone, riding Poland, and Jose Torres. This is a Chisco truck sponsored by DLM Properties, Macmillan Racing, Method Race Wheels, BFGoodrich Tires, Howie Performance, Milwaukee, BTS Equipment Unlimited, Rockridge Crushing, and SDG Suspension. This is Bryce Swain from El Cajon, California.
How about that? Teaming up with Dan McMillan.
Wow.
Oof. There's a on that hood. Up next, the 33T out of Mexicali, Baja California. Driving with Manuel Velez in the Coast Aluminum, Romo Race Prep, Dugan's Racing Engines, BFGoodrich Tires, Fox Racing Shocks, Rancho Drivetrain. It's Romo Jr. Oh, those eyes.
I just realized this is the junior Roberto.
Yeah. Little Romo.
Wow, I feel old. The next generations are taking over.
So
That's
cool.
great.
So cool.
Mexico. Now at the start line we have Team Herbst out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Driving with Thor Herbst, Kyle McDaniel, Caleb Marshall in a 19 Industries truck. Sponsored by, of course, Terrible Herbst Motorsports, 19 Industries, Monster Energy, BFGoodrich, Method Wheels, BP Racing Fuels, Baja Designs, and Borja Exhaust. Number 19T. Another legend of Baja, Team Herbst.
How cool is that? His son Thor's with him too.
Only 6 and 5 seconds to start the adventure of the Baja 500.
Speaking of adventures, this young man ventured all over racing. Things are short course to the desert. He knows how to be a champion. Yeah, I'm going to call him the Lieutenant General of the Green Army. He drives a 285 out of Colton, California. It's Justin Davis driving with Joy Holes. Tyler Peterson in that Tisco built machine. He's got the brand new El Jefe Energy. Toyo Tires, King Shocks, Pro Bearing, Titan Fuel, Maxima Oils, and Fuel Factory.
I've seen them in all shades of green.
Yes, I know.
I like this one.
We got Kevin and, of course, Justin, and then his brother Jeremy. They've raced all the years. Of course, Kevin, the General of the Green Army, as the green flag drops. El Jefe racing into the desert.
Now with the number 233, we have Elliot Watson out of El Centro, California. In the truck with him, Edgar Sotelo. That's a Brenthal Industries truck, sponsored by Tom Watson, Yokohama Tire, CED El Centro, and Fox Shocks.
Now, Elliot's a champion in Pro Buggy. He's also won the championships for Honda back in the day in the Talents. Now campaigning their brand new spec truck. Pretty cool. Great kid. And former Dirt Sports Driver of the Year.
We have so many legends from other, motorsports here in Baja, and I like it when they come down and try Baja and they.
So awesome. All right, up next, out of Highline, Utah, driving with Cody Johnson in the 19 Industries, the 282. It's Brent Fox. I'm sure you've seen it, Carolina, that the kids are taking over now. Like Elliot, his dad Tom Watson used to race. Now Elliot, races. So the torch gets passed down. And it's so cool to see. We're starting to see three generations coming up soon.
Yeah, over the years we have like the next generations. I was interviewing Valdez Jr. and we were talking about all the changes and challenges that they're facing now, and the motorsport is completely different than it was when it started. But families together stay racing in Baja. And this is an example. We have here's Herbst next in line from Las Vegas, Nevada, with Jeremy Munion. This is a Ford machine. And they're sponsored by Terrible Herbst Motorsports, 19 Industries, Monster Energy, BFGoodrich, BP Racing Field, Method Wheels, Baja Design, and Borja Exhaust.
Time for the 297 out of Ensenada, Baja California. Driving with Bruce Shee, Hector Zamora, and the Mason Motorsports. It's Jorge San Pietro.
Viva Mexico! Woo!
That's a big name down here, too.
And the Yees, too.
Yes, Yees.
Bruce Yee. They were born to race.
Usually in the class 12 or 16s.
16,
yeah, 16s.
Start of a long day in Baja. We wish them the best.
Short 18 hours.
Short, yeah. Next in line, 223. We have Kyle Murray from Anaheim Hills, California, with Arnie Rios, Tony Murray, and Hugo Nunez. Sponsored by American Rentals Inc., King Shocks, BFGoodrich Tires, Baja Designs, RTE, Dancio, EWR, Sign Pros, KTM Stocks, Brian Coast Motorsports. This is Kyle Murray.
Up next, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, driving Wes Leffler for the BFGoodrich Tires, Fox Shocks, VP Racing, KMC Wheels, 19 Baja Designs, Rugged Race Radio, Nicky Enterprises. In that Ford Power Machine, it's Jack Olagus. Boy, I'll tell you, Jack knows how to put it on top of the box. He's done it. He's a second generation. His dad, Steve Olagus, Las Vegas Ford out there. Man, they have dirt in their veins. So awesome. Fox Shocks on the side of that thing. And green.
We have another Class 1 at the start line. This is Brad Wilson out of Long Beach, California. Sharing the wheel with Scott Mahalona, Ricky Hardy, Ben Wright, Brent Went, and Kyle Quinn. This is a Jimco. And they're sponsored by Wilson Motorsports, BFGoodrich Tires, Method Race Wheels, King Shocks, Vision X Lightning, Wix Racing Engines, Jimco 14, Neo Oil, DC Powder, CLT. Starting the Baja 500.
I like to call him B-Rad. Straight out of the LBC. He knows how to put this thing on top.
He seems excited to start.
Oh, yeah.
With the sound of the machine.
All right. Out of Omaha, Nebraska, from the 230, with Bryce Eisenhower, Joe DeLucci, Alejandro Magoza, Cliff Robinson, and their custom-built machine for Redline, Gearworks, King Shocks, Impact, Alliance Motorsports, Toyo Tires, American Wire Harness, Pyrotech, Baja Designs, and Durco. It's Neil Dricki. I bet his adrenaline's pumping as that clock's ticking down right now.
Butterflies in their stomach?
Absolutely. Of excitement.
Yeah, of course. Next we have 150, Morgan Langley, out of Manhattan Beach, California, with Billy Gardner, Paul Kellier, Steve Yoder, Mike Meehan, Julia Meehan, Steve Hengbelt, Travis Renier. This is an ES Motorsports car, sponsored by FK Rod Ends, ABAC, Raceline Wheels, Maxima Racing Oils, Baja Designs, BFGoodrich Tires, Fuel Factory USA, Maclock USA, Monster Seals, Lawrence, Action Tracks, and Meehan Motorsports.
Oh, good to see the cops team back down here.
Bad boys.
Oh, yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Sorry for the cringe, we're not singers.
All right, coming up next, a two-wheel drive trophy cut. It's the 26T. It's Matt Colin. The driver record is Dave Taylor. He's driving with Eric Verano, Nash Youngren, and Mason Colin in the Adonia Yachts. Raceline Wheels, BFGoodrich Tires, and Trailers Unlimited in that Ford Power machine. A couple more of my trophy car kids have gone into pro lights in the past, but their teeth were cut in Baja. These kids are in Baja. They grew up here, their family coming down all these years. So awesome. Oh, the clock's ticking down. Ready to push on that loud pedal, and there it goes. Laying some rubber.
Next we have Shane Lewis from Jupiter, Florida. Oh, wow. With Earl Desiderio and Jason Smith in a Brental Industries truck. They are sponsored by Off-Road Development Center, Nacho Off-Road Liney, and King Shop.
Oh, Baby Shark. Do-do-do-do-do, Baby Shark. Sorry, we're doing it again.
Sorry, we like singing.
He says everybody just says start singing Baby Shark when they see the Speed Shark. The shark with a big bullseye. Said when you come to Baja, that you got to be a great white. Up next, another spec truck in the 228 out of Yuma, Arizona, driving with Jordan Poole, Dan Fresh, and that Tisco built machine for Alexander Ford, BFGoodrich Tires, SDG, VP Racing Fuels, Baja Designs, Method Race Wheels, RDE, and Wix Racing Engines. It's Ryan Hancock.
I'm sorry. sorry, but you started singing Baby Shark, and
Now it's stuck in your head, right?
yeah, and no, in Mexico we have ¿Dónde va el tiburón? El tiburón.
Tiburón, which
Sorry,
is shark
I
in,
had to.
shark in Espanol.
Tiburón, yeah.
We'll have to get it bilingual on there for him.
Yeah, Spanish stickers. With the number 99L, we have Sean Runyon from Hilliard, Ohio. Sharing the wheel, Dawson Latimer, McRae Glass, Josh Budka, and Tanner Schreiter. This is a Brental Industries truck. Sponsored by Columbus Steel Erectors, R&M Management, and All Crane Rental.
Yeah, it's one of the Brenthal. They got that awesome program. You arrive and drive with them. George Jonathan killing it with that. All right. The 209 out of Ensenada, Baja California, driving with Jose Miguel, Salon Flores, Esteban Rubo, Roberto Cruz in their Tisco-built machine, Toyo Tires, Monster Energy, KMC Wheels, Los Lamentos Racing, Papas and Beer, Disco, Baja Designs, SDG Suspension, Turnkey Engines, Rondo de Valle, Pandas Racing, Yano Vinil, and Lawrence. It's Jose David Rovacaba.
Why did you guys get so excited when you said Papas and Beer?
I love that place. Good friends, too. Love the Impudias. Big Rodrigo, Alan Aaron, and, of course, Rodrigo himself.
De Ensenada, Baja California, representando. Next in line, we have 263 EJ Herbst, also from Las Vegas, Nevada. In the truck with him, Josh Montoya. This is a Ford truck, sponsored by Terrible Herbst Motorsports, 19 Industries, Monster Energy, BFGoodrich Tires, BP Racing Fuels, Method Wheels, Baja Design, and Borja Exhaust.
Coming to it from Lakeside, California. He drives the 160 for BFGoodrich Tires, Tim Lawrence Racing, and the Kreger-built machine with Caleb Sandin, Mackenzie Sandin, Gavin Sandin, Greg Bennett, Jim Beaza, Rick Solis. It's Rob Archibald. That beautiful Class 1 Archibald medals on the side. Fun talking to them yesterday in contingency. Great guys. They're excited. They love Baja. He said for every 5 miles, he think he ate a taco. I got taco counts now for all my drivers.
With the number 299, we have Charles Dorrance from Austin, Texas. Yeehaw! Sharing the wheel, Rod Walzer, Mike Lucy, Corey Mitcham, Tyler Dock. That's a Tisco built machine. They are sponsored by Illegal Mezcal, or Ilegal Mezcal, Baja Designs, BF BFGoodrich Tires, Maxima Oil, Ultra Wheels, Down South Motorsports.
And if you notice, it's wrapped like a cow, a Holstein, and it says, "Got milk" on the side. So cool. I go, "Is that a Jersey cow?" He goes, "No, man, it's a Holstein."
I can sing another Mexican song. Honey, I'm not gonna do that.
Save it for when he comes in. You know, I'm making you do it.
La vaca, move.
And the 270 from Baja California Sur Mexico, Las Brillas. He drives with Alan Gillette in that fusion-built machine in the Can-Do Reynolds County Corporation and Industrial Finishes. It's Jimmy Diaz. Yibby.
Gimme.
He's got the sunglasses on. He's got the baklava, the head sock. He's in looking menacing.
I love when I see racers from Baja Sur.
It's so great. We're heading down there in the 1,000, sir.
Only Baja Sur this year.
That's right. It's going to be cool. Los Cabos.
Next in line, ready to start. 237, Patrick Whelan from Lighthouse Point, Florida. With him in the truck, Drew Stanton. That's a Brenthal Industries built truck.
I believe one of the arrive and drive. You say you want to ride a trophy truck in Mexico? Contact those guys and they'll hook you up. They deliver it. They'll teach you how to drive it, and they'll send you out in the Baja Desert and see how you do. You got to do it. Check that bucket list.
I was getting messages from people. This was a guy from India, I think, and he wanted to, learn about the sport and wanted to start racing. Companies that can help everyone if they want to start in this sport.
Yeah, that's a great way. You're right. That's cool to hear. And coming to us from Anaheim, California, driving the 158, it's Tarek Karam and the ES Motorsports built machine with Charlie Peltzer and Lorenzo Bonacci and Justin Bennett. Lorenzo, currently campaigning a pro buggy in the Champ Off-Road Race Series, and he used to race the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. His dad, Larry, a great guy, and of course his uncle Tommy's the bomber himself, Tommy the Bomby Bonacci, a world champion jet skier, and the Bomber Eyeglass Company. So he's got a good ringer, I gotta say. They brought in a good kid to drive with him. All right, Class 1, Tarek, ready for that green flag to drop, and he's green, green, green.
This is Felix Enrique Murillo Macías with Germán Álvarez. And their sponsors are Hisense, Corona Bachoco, Grupo Bejar, King Shocks, Auto Centro, Guzmán, and Rosaria number 26.
Well, I know he's Mexicana, but where's Mexicana? He's from all over Mexico, right?
Yeah. It says Mexicana.
Look at him right there, man. He's just talking to the big man upstairs right now, saying, "Keep me safe." The 95T out of Houston, Texas. And that Brenthal Industries, the VM Hold Services, driving with Jonathan Faulkner, Carlos Alfonso, Sanchez, Devin Smith, Shel Perez, and Brooke Perfect. It's Mike Perez. Brooke used to race in short course. Her dad, Lee Perfect, they used to work back in the day with the Baldwins. So deep history with that family in racing. Great to see. I decided there.
With the number 15T, we have David Ziegler from Reno, Nevada. With him, the team, Paul Ziegler, Brett Udy, Shane Logan, Hayden Lean, and that is a Brenthel Industries truck. They are sponsored by DNA Carpentry, Vino Motorsports, King Shocks, Brenthel Industries, and Method Race Wheels.
Up next, the 290 at a Mount Helix, driving with David Herrera, Brandon Reber, and Gustavo Vargas in that D&D Fabrication, IOC Concrete, RI, GP Equipment, and Saquon Casino. It's Isidro Ochoa. Believe Mount Helix, San Diego.
You know how we call Isidros in Mexico? Chilos.
Chilos.
And you know what chilo means? We say chilo when we want to say something's cool.
Like?
That's chilo.
Chilo.
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh-huh. I don't know if they call him chilo, but that would be cool.
It is Chilo.
It's chilo to be here at the Baja 500.
Oh, so
With the number 39T, we have Andrew Hertman from Conmore, Alberta, Canada. In the truck with him, Daniel Plaza. And that is a Brenthel Industries truck, sponsored by Baja Construction, Click Hotels, Oak and Pine Athletics, and BTC Engineering and Heli.
I like when you say it's Canada. You know, it's Canada, eh? How you doing, eh? One of the most politest countries I've ever been to.
Never been to Canada. One day.
Beautiful. A lot of trees.
Maple.
Good story. Pulling up now the 275 out of San Luis Rio, Colorado, and Sonora. It's Luis Anja Hurta, driving with Jaime Hurta, Elias Hanna, Francisco Ritz, Santiago Robles, and that Mason Motorsports built machine, Cross Equipos Industries, Baja Designs, BFGoodrich Tires, and Method Race Wheels. Elias, what a great guy, you know.
Yeah, we got to talk to him
Yeah.
yesterday, remember?
One of my short course guys, and right here down the road, grew up in this beach area.
We were talking about that. He's one of the pioneers of the class.
Yep, that's Spec Trucks, that's right. One of the originals, the OG. And the green flag drops for them as they get running into the desert. His backyard.
Now we have Mango Motorsports, Margo Racing, with Gary Magnix from Denver, Colorado. With him, Jed Backwell, Armando Bravo, Daniel Garcia, EJ Vinstra, Jeff Calhour, and Cody Montgomery.
beautiful, not a wrap, oh, paint job.
I like the silver instead of the white. That
Yeah,
looks
it's
awesome.
Beautiful truck. Muy bien.
This is how they start the Baja 500.
Up next, the 2018 out of Surf City, Huntington Beach, California. Driving with Barry Caracas Jr. in that Jimco built RG1 Motorsports. It's Ryan Daniel.
Welcome to the start line, John Vanderway from Phoenix, Arizona. Nick Vanderway, Preston Patrick, and Jon Shabina is the whole team. And they are sponsored by Got Milk, Grandview, Arizona, Dugan's Racing Engines, Rancho Drivetrain Engineering, All-Start Electric, Total Auto Pros, BFGoodrich Tires, King Shocks, Ultra Wheels, A to Z Print Works.
Another Holstein wrapped Got Milk car.
La Vaca.
I'm waiting for that song. I like it, built by Flying Dutchman there, the Vanderhoofers. All right. It's time for the legend class out here in the 25L. Driver of record is Mark Winkleman out of Cedar Hill, Texas. It drives the Ford-powered PCT Fast Fault, rugged radios, four-wheel parts, King Shocks, Lawrence, turnkey engines, Toyo tires, F&B Inc., Level Above, HMC, Sway, Master Design and Fabrication. He's got Charles Manchester, Lippert, Ted McCure, Rudy Aribe, and El Hueto Loco Rat Salt, Pablo Marino, Glenn Mahan, Ricky Della Mena, and Stuart Maxey. Getting ready to take off.
We miss you, right?
We'll be seeing him later this afternoon after he does his coastal section.
We'll be waiting for him and wish them the best out of in the course. Out of Joppa, Maryland, we have Von Ditten Jr. with Jeremy Dickinson, Eric Davis, Bailey Campbell, and Brian Crofts. We are sponsored by Ford Racing, RTR Vehicles, Monster, Nito, Optima, Rigid, Borla, Pence Oil, Shell, Fox Dynamic, No Roads, and Rugged Radios.
Well, his teammate, part of the fun havers, I like to say, Vaughn and Lauren, like two peas in a pod in those beautiful Broncos. Lauren driving the 167 out of Farmington, New Mexico. Driving with Jesse Armix, Eric Davis, and Bailey Campbell in that Ford-backed machine. Ford Racing, RTR Vehicles, Monster, Nitto, Optima, Rigid, Borla Exhaust, Pennzoil, Shell, Fox Dynamic, No Roads and Rugged Radios, Mr. Lauren Healy. Both Vaughn and Lauren compete in the Ultra 4s. They do the King of the Hammers all the time, and boy, Baja's got him hooked. Of course, Lauren Healy grew up coming down here with his dad.
Another trophy spec with the number 220. This is Boris Said Jr. from Escondido, California. Jake Velasco and Eric Dolente are driving with him. This is a Chevy trophy spec.
Well, I got to point out they don't have it on there, but I know for a fact the relationship that his father, Boris, said, a well-known race car driver. It's been in the desert, but, you know, NASCAR, I used to say when he got on a road course, he was the ringer. Now I am expecting big things from his son, Boris Said Jr., and hopefully that acorn didn't roll far from the tree, because he's got a beautiful Tisco truck, and he's got the right tires, BFGoodrich. No one has more championships than them down here. In the 268 out of Duluth, Georgia. Riding with Eric Brasington and that Brenthal Industries, sponsored by Brasington Bailey Contractors, Benefast, Tate, Exterior Building Supply, Capco, and Reeves Young. It's Doug Dillard. He's got the look, just drop the green flag, I want to go race.
They are focused.
Hyper-focused, I like to say.
Ready to start.
Listo.
Listos. Next in line, we have our last trophy spec. This is Sergio Rangel from Los Angeles, California. Driving with him, Leonardo Murillo, Edgar Mayoral, Dulbel Leiva, Tony Alvarez, and Aniel Vasquez. This is a Brenthal Industries truck. His sponsors are Veteran Electrical Power Systems, Maxis Tires, Vision Wheels, Baja Desert Media, Mulch and Soils, Cali Construction, Gandhi Raceworks, Tiger Race Prep, Rangel Worldwide Enterprises, and Team Chucks. Number 289.
Well, time for Pro UTV Open. He's got the red plate on them machines. He's the defending champion. I think I'm almost lost count to how many things he's won from short course to the desert. He's competed all over the world. He's out of El Centro, California. He's driving with Justin Wilson in that factory Paris Razor with SCI Motorsports. Paris Razor, Rockford Fosgate Progressive, Synchrony, BFGoodrich, Method Race Tires, Fox Shucks. It's Brock Hager.
Now 1898, Joe Tarana from Las Vegas, Nevada. His navigator, Brady Mellon. This is a Polaris UTV, sponsored by SCI Motorsports, Polaris Racing, Rockford Fosgate, Progressive, Synchrony, and BFGoodrich Tires.
And in 1851, it's going to be Dallas Gonzalez out of Fort Mojave, Arizona, with Ethan Shaw co-driving with them in that Polaris. Method, VP Race Fuels, Fox Shocks, Nacho Lights, Outhouse Coffee, and GWS and Hostile.
Next Next, we have Kaden McCochran from Las Vegas, Nevada. Navigating Haley Hain. This is a Polaris UTV, sponsored by SCI Motorsports, Rockford Fosgate, Progressive, Synchrony, BFGoodrich Tires, Method Race Wheels, Fox Shocks, Lubitech, Rigid, BP Racing, Sparco, Dixon, and Mitsubishi.
Which is all the factory racer team there. Oh, a legendary name off the line. In the 1875, out of Wildomar, California. Driving with Jose Marquez in the Polaris and the Method Race Wheels. Tensor Tire, Fox, Alltech Motorsports, and Nacho Lot. It's Sebastian Marquez.
Ready to start, we have 1886 Brandon Sims from Prescott Valley, Arizona. Navigating Skyler Howell. This is a Polaris racer. Sponsored by Tensor Tire, Lone Star Racing, Shock Therapy, Rigid Industries, Fox, Method Race Wheels, Rockford Fosgate, and Rugged Radios. Brandon Sims.
In the 1854 out of Alpine, California, driving with Joe Johnson. In that Polaris Razor, Yokohama Optima Batteries, Vision Wheel, Maxima Oils, Fox, Rugged Radios, Fuel Factory, Ride Baja, Mexican Insurance, Uplift UTV, Baja Design, Shock Therapy, Simpson, Stilo Helmets, Dial, House Savage UTV, Starstream, TPR, Cruise Armor. It's Kristen Matlock.
Girl power right there.
Blue Steel.
Now we have another Ensenada, Mexico representing racer. We have Oscar Ernesto Arambula with Joshua Morquecho as his navigator. This is a Can-Am racer sponsored by KBK Racing, DYM, Toyo Tires, M81, SCG, KMC, Tuna Liner, and
In the 1874 out of Temecula, California, driving with Carcer Sandbag in that Polaris. CI Motorsports, Polaris Razor, Rockford Fosgate, Progressive Insurance, Synchrony, BFGoodrich Tires, Method Race Wheels, Fox Tech, Rigid, VP Racing, Sparco Dixon, and Mitsubishi. It's Ethan Groom.
Now we have 1824 from McAllen, Texas, Oscar R. Alvarez with Adrián Guerrero, Gustavo Piñuelas, and Luigi Casillas Real. This is a Polaris racer sponsored by Alvarez Racing, OSO Race Prep, Aerodynamics Race Prep, Baja Whiting, Chantera Guerrero, BFGoodrich Tires, BP Racing Fuels, and AlvarezSati.com.
And in 1839, it's going to be David Placeria out of Hesperia, California, driving with Christian Placeria, John Davidson, Dan Moore. In that Polaris, Christian Bell, SCD, BFGoodrich Tires, Baja Designs, VP, and Method Race Wheel Back Machine as the clock counts down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green, green, green.
Next in line, 1855, Mitch Guthrie from Huntington Beach, California, with Armando Ortiz and Nick Almada. This is a Polaris racer sponsored by Red Bull, Polaris, Ford, KMC Wheels, BP Racing, Sparco, Guthrie Racing, Fox Shocks, Baja Designs, and BFGoodrich Tires. Mitch Guthrie, 1855.
And in the 1890, out of Goodyear, Arizona, riding with Ken Loesch, Ramon Gomez, Bill O'Brien, and Joel Turner, it's Donovan White. In that Polaris, backed by White, Rhino Tire Sealant, Tumco, Excellent Tires, Jaquet, Black Ops, Peak Performance, Beef, and Race Line Wheels.
1983, we have Team Stockwell from Shingle Springs, California. Navigating Jake Povey and Joe Bren. This is a Polaris racer sponsored by Elka Factory Racing, Maxis, Raceline, Reno, USA, Visit Designs, Polaris Racer, Vision X, Carlsbad Brewing Company.
That was actually Tim Scott. They got a little out of line there, but Paul Barnhart on the 1850 out of Houston, Texas. Pollard Jr., Steve Miller, KG Miller, and then he's on the Alka Factory Racing, Maxis Raceline, Rhino USA, Visit Designs, Polaris Razor, Vision X, Carlsbad Brewing Company, Deepwater Clothing, CBR, Sparker USA, Factory UTV, and he's off and running.
Number 1870, Brandon Walsh from Poway, California, with 7 Celiseo, Chad de Rosa, and Aaron Celiseo in a Polaris racer, sponsored by Star Mount Systems, Homemade Motorsports, Racing 905, Vision Wheels, BFGoodrich Tires, Sign Art Graphics, Western State Kings, and Black Ops.
In the 1871 out of Alpine, California, driving with Pancho Rodriguez in that Polaris Razor, Yokohama Optima Batteries, Vision Wheel, Maxima, Fox, Rugged Radios, Fuel Factory, Ride Baja Mexican Insurance, Uplift UTV, Baja Designs, Shock Therapy, Simpson, Stilo, Hostile, Savage UTV, Starstream, TPR, Cruise Armor, UPR, Heatwave, Factory UTV, Pro Eagle, Black Ops, it's Matt Wayne, Matlock.
Number 1879, Thomas Purcell from Argyle, Texas, with Steve Cota and Jacob Bisonet. This is a Polaris racer, sponsored by IT Designs, KWI Clutching, Triple Juice Motorsports.
And following Thomas is going to be the 1876 out of Temecula, California. Driving that Polaris with Jamie Kirkpatrick and Aiden Legs, it's Mike Gaffro and that Elka Springs machine.
Number 1867, sorry. This is Mike Pratt from Draper. And navigating, grabbing Pratt, Ian Kennedy, and Rich Weiss. This is a Polaris racer sponsored by Hangar 15 Bicycles, Polaris, Fox, Baja Designs, Metal Race Wheels, EBAC, and TPR. Mike Pratt.
In the 1864 out of Lakeside, California. Driving the Polaris for the Gym Industrial TPR. Corey Motorsports, Method Race Wheels, SDG Impact. Driving with Larry Howe, Gabe Matthews, Ryan Connery, Brad Winger, Ricardo Casada. It's Doug McLaughlin. McLaughlin, sorry.
Number 1840, we have Parker Christian from Newport Beach, California. Driving with him, Ryland Foreman, Cole Christian, Ali Christian, Bailey Christian, and Kate Martin. This is a Polaris racer sponsored by Willachel Racing, XCOM Tires, Raceline Wheels, Baja Designs, Fox Shocks, PCI Race Rails, Reflex Wraps, and Polaris.
In the 1852 is going to be Herman Johnson out of Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Driving with Austin Johnson, Chris Welchel, and Mark Hadlad in that Polaris in the Metal Center, Apex Power Sports, PCI Race Radios, BFGoodrich Tires, and Rigid Lights.
Number 1852, we have Herman Johnson from Rio Rancho. Driving with him, Austin Johnson, Chris Brecklow, and Mark Platt.
Yep.
This is a Polaris, sponsored by Metal Center, Apex Power Sports, PCI Race Radios, and BFGoodrich Tires. Also radios.
And it looks like coming up is going to be our first one. I believe that was Cole Christian. They got a little out of order there. It's going to be Stan Parter in the class defending then car there, that 1-0-0 out of San Marcos, California, driving with Freddie Willard, Dan Worley, and Mateus Arjono Jr. in the Illumicraft, King Shocks, Raceline, BFGoodrich Tires, Bottom Designs, Maximum Oils, F.J. Willard contracting in oneself.
That was our first Class 10. And now we have 1009 Matt Willard from El Cajon, California. Driving with him, Michael Goodrich, Ronnie Mitchell, and Nathan Bento. This is an Illumicraft Class 10, and they are sponsored by F.J. Willard Contracting Company, BFGoodrich Tires, King Shocks, Banks Power, Raceline, Baja Designs, Maximas, Raceline, Dave Paul Transmissions, Bradford Powder Coating, and Race Ready.
In the 1005, it's going to be William Garlick in the out of Casper, Wyoming. Driving with Cody Crisp, Buddy Crisp, Keith Garlick, and Colton Sheets in that Illumicraft machine. Don't have any sponsors listed there, but see if I can see stuff when they start here. There's something on the side. KSG Racing.
Number 1060, we have Ted Baker from Encinitas, California. Driving with him, Tim Morton, Dave Collier, Jay Bills, and Jennifer Morton. This is a Chevy Class 10, sponsored by Baja Bound Insurance, Baja Bound Adventures, Electrotech Powder Coating, and Job Site Supply. Ted Baker.
Up next is the 1001 of Shane Lowry out of Chula Vista, California, driving with Omar Farhadro, Jared Cayanos, Diego Gomez, Max Yee, and Diesel Mendoza, and the Illumicraft built machine there, Coastal Flooring, Illumicraft, Fox Shocks, Fortin Transmissions, BFGoodrich Tires, Bod Designs, All Things Drywall, SDTV, PCI Race Rios, M&M, and Fabworks, and Quality Powder Coating.
With the number 1047, we have Zach McLaren out of Eugene, Oregon. Driving with him, Pete McLeod, Tony McLaren, and Matt Crowing. This is an Illumicraft built machine, sponsored by Lane County Lab, McLaren Investment Group,
In the 1028 out of Phoenix, Arizona, it's going to be Rob Martinson driving with Julian Presley, Andrew Pavolka, Eric Pavolka, and Kirk Quantillis in the Fodrell built machine, sponsored by Fodrell, Wedrell, Pro-Am, Callan Oil, Action Auto, Altec, Collier Industrial Real Estate, and SD Lighting as he counts down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ring, ring, ring.
ready to receive the green flag. We have 1090 Robert Fleischman from Los Angeles, California. Driving with him, Joy Rosiers, Mike Widerman, and Nick Mason, and Daniel Dean in an Illumicraft built machine, sponsored by Raccoon Racing, BFGoodrich Racing, Fox Racing, Master Racing, Jorge UTV Raceworks, Joe Holler Engineering, and Baja Design.
Yeah, we call Joe Holler. It's easier. All right, Pro UTV. First injection here. We got the 2919 of Roberto Rios out of El Centro, California, riding with Oscar Rios, Rodolfo Novato, Ricardo Levia, Ismael Sanchez, Juan Pablo Gonzalez in that Can-Am. He's got the Orculing, Rios Air Conditioning, R&R Cabinets, McDonald's, Imperial Valley, El Centro, Perola Chinesca Bar, and Las Pueblas Race Prep.
Now with the number 2947, we have Francisco Efraín Espinosa Duran from Raleigh, California. Riding with him, Jaime Delgadillo, Carlos Tapia, Fernando Olivares, Scott Dennis, and Kari Gunn. This is a Can-Am UTV, number 2947, Espinosa Duran.
And in the 2983 out of Ensenada, Baja California, riding with Juan Marquez, Jonathan Gomez, Cesar Renteria, Altofa Luna, Reyes Luna. In that Can-Am full sheet services side by side, King Shop, Summer Brothers, Rodeo Stabilification, Transmission San Juan, Transmissions O'Connor, Alberto Quinzasini. It is Juan Jose Luna Jr.
With the number 2946, we have Trey Sprinkle from Lubbock, Texas. Riding in that Can-Am is also Donald Cerrone, the Cowboy Cerrone, Josh Felix, Tanner Sprinkle, and Paige Finn. Sponsored by Monster, BP Fuel, Toyo Tires, KMC, Can-Am, King Shocks, and Rugged Radios.
In the 2092, Paul Munoz Jr. out of El Paso, Texas, riding with Cody Strickland. In that Can-Am with the Baja Graphics, VIP Sports, MB Motorsports, Tensor Tire, and Custom House Wheels.
Now we have in line 2962, Clinton Shue from Zephyr Covey, Nevada.
Zephyr Cove.
Zephyr Cove. And riding with him, Charles Manchester, Jared Mingini, Chris Sennings, Eric Christensen, and Tom Casper. This is a Can-Am sponsored by SC Lightning, Tensor Tires, Method Race Wheels, SD UTV, A Level Above, F and B Inc., Tahoe Wake Busters.
In the 2980 is Brianda Montano Romero out of Cabo San Lucas, Baja Sur, California. Driving with Moses Roman Estrada, Miguel Angel Trillo Valdez, Mario Alberto Romero. And then you got Darwin Omar Quinos. You got Reynaldo Francisco Garcia, Can-Am, and It's My Watch, Eastgate Gift Shop, and Mexican Pharmacy, and AutoNet.
We got to talk to Brianda yesterday.
Oh, she's awesome.
Woman, yeah. With the number 2992, we have Terry Didrich from Gilbert, Arizona. Riding with him, Dave Jablonski, Lyndon Henley, Bob Jablonski, and Charlie Polito. This is a Can-Am sponsored by Red Mountain Air Express Construction, Method, Baja Design, Lone Star Racing, and Podium Suspension.
And the 2097 is going to be Edgar Garcia out of Ensenada, California, riding with Nancy Garcia. German Leon and Mario Leon, and the Can-Am and the Method Race Wheels, PCI, Toyo Tires, Summer Brothers Racing, and Fox.
Ready to start, we have 2904, Mark Leverett from Sparks, Nevada. And riding with him, Matty Leverett, Johnny Jones, Michael Kiff, Luke Baker, and Brandon Kiff. This is a Can-Am sponsored by Mark I Metalworks, Western Power Sports, Michael's Reno Power Sports, Reno Power Sports, Reno Hub, and 6B Apparel.
And the 2940 is Marcus Veladad. The driver record is Eric Kozin out of Tecate, Baja California, with Hector Resnick, Mitch Perez, and Noy Arello. And their Can-Am and the all-in-one aggregate Resnick Logistics, VM Golf Services, Kozin Motorsports, and Chanquitos Race Prep.
Number 2923, we have Francisco Manuel Armenta Gonzalez Out of San Quintín, Baja California. Riding with him, Edgar Iván León González, Gabriel López Zamora Martínez, José Gonzalo López Martínez, Ian Eduardo Pérez Amavi. This is a Can-Am sponsored by Alom Agrícola, Yello Race Prep, Goncalo Parts, Powder Coat Service Ensenada, Barrios Maginatos, Organic Farms, Dana Cookie Bar, and Doctor's Shock Services.
In the 29-18, and to us all the way from Argentina, South America, it's Alfredo Almido with Daniel Lopez, Francisco Verdugo, Sergio Nunez in their beautiful Can-Am.
Next in line, in 29 and 28, Carlos Quesada, out of Mexicali, Baja California, with Carlos Quesada Jr., Cesar Castillo, Isaac Romo, and Luis Quesada. This is a Can-Am sponsored by GSA Hayback and Mechanical System, Dina Metal, BFGoodrich Tires, Fox Shocks, Baja Designs, CP Orgs, Simpson, Radio, Method Wheel, and Roca Media.
In the 29-38 out of San Jose, California, riding with Fido, Richard Boomer and Refugo Flores in their Can-Am and the Method Race Wheels, BFGoodrich Tires, No Limit RD, Bay Power, Gurries Electric and PCI and Can-Am. It's Nicholas Gurries.
Number 2937, David Lauer Jr. from Alpine, California. Navigating, David Lauer Sr. This is a speed UTV sponsored by Hollander Motorsports, Lauer Motors LLC, Method Race Wheels, Tensor Tires, and Cartec.
And the 29-66, Adam Marian driving with Julian Burnett, Jez Latham, and Scott Macias in the Bilstein Can-Am, BFGoodrich Tires, Monster Seal, Vision Wheels, No Limit, 81 Designs, Baja Designs, VP Racing, Calculated Industries, Rice Hydro, RHI Powder, Union Graphics, the 40, Reno Rensport, Dirt Bags, and PCI. It's Alan Alexander, that 29-66.
29-35, we have Caden Wells. Riding the UTV with him, Emma Cornwell, Travis Wells, and Garrison Calloway. This is a Can-Am UTV sponsored by Bill Stain, Liqui Moly, Assault, Method, Tensor, Super ATV, Natural Lightning, Simpson, CRP, Monster Seal, Steel Sabers, Unographic Co., and Ahbeef.
And I say congratulations on their wedding, Kevin and Kate. 29-54 is going to be Ivan Rivera of Coia, and rides with Eugenio Rivera, Adrian Barraza, Ala Martinez in that Can-Am.
Wow, all the way from Coahuila, from Monclova, Coahuila.
Is that deep down in Mexico?
In mainland Mexico,
Mainland,
yeah.
okay, I guess.
They have a huge desert to play there. I've been to their races. They have them on Monclova 1000, and
Ooh.
it's 1,000 kilometers
Nice.
in the whole state. It's fun. And now we have our first 7th class. Dan Shamley from San Felipe, Baja California, with Lori Chamley. By the Factory Appliance Inc., BFGoodrich, King Shocks, Dancio Performance Engineering, Rod and Supply, Team Full Throttle, and All Terrain Concepts.
And now we got the 7-Eleven. There's going to be Richard Fant out of Houston, Texas, and Jeff Stone Sr., Tony Hartley, or Robert Stamper in the RMR 4-wheel drive machine. The tried and true Class 7s.
Next in line, number 1957, Joe Bolton from Corona, California. Riding with him, Ian Leons, Chad Mertz, Marshall Lobo. This is a Polaris racer, sponsored by Maxima Racing Fluids, Baja Designs, Next Gen, PCI, Jamar, OMF, ITP, Trinity, Shockstrap, and King Shocks.
And our class champion of 1800 is Ricardo Torres out of Lake Elsinore, California, driving with Chris Areza, Brett Medlin in that Better Auto Group, and Bilstein Shocks.
Now we have number 1914, Lawrence Janeski. Riding with him, Dustin Gevers, Javier Gonzalez, and Vance Kennedy. Out of Middlebury, Connecticut. That's far also, right?
Oh, that's all the way in the north. It's cold up there.
They are sponsored by Contractor Nation.
And now with the 513, the Class 5 Unlimited driver record, Jesse Astorga out of Fontana, California, sponsored by Super Winch, XComp Tires, Baja Designs, CarPickup.com, King Weston, Redline Oils, Alliance Motorsports, Shreddy, El Cajon Hobbies, Heatwave, and Boxo Tools and Fractal Trailers. And that VW powered with Shreddy himself, Blake Wilkie, Ernesto Medina, Kyle Spindler, Ricardo Horta, Oscar Maria, and Susan Astorga. A lot different looking Class 5 nowadays, I'll tell you.
Now going into our Pro Stock UTV list, we have the first one, 3931, Craig Scanlon from Orange, California. Riding with him, Blake Bandelou and Justin Morgan. That is a Polaris UTV, sponsored by Method Race Wheels, Fox Shocks, BFGoodrich Tires, OMP, Baja Designs, and Pro Eagle.
In the 39, out of Mira Mesa, California, it's Alexander Noble, Reverend Nico Nunez and Eric Thurdo, and the Polaris and the Noble Craft, Mayo Fun Therapy, Baja Designs, Mullet Mafia, and Hostile.
Next in line, 3928, Andy Chavez from Mexicali, Baja California. Riding with him, Alexander Vasquez and Rigoberto Santillan. That is a Can-Am UTV, sponsored by Chilos Trucking LLC, Panchito Race Prep, SD Lightning, PRP Seats, Method Race Wheels, Toyo Tires, LP Engineering, CT Raceworks, Savage UTV, Assault Industries, Dumble Racing, JP Graphics, and Bubu's Garage.
In the 3924 out of Culiacan, Mexico, the mainland, it's Fernando Rios, Marcos Venezuela, Ricardo Zagaza, Roberto Gonzalez, and Efren Mejia in their Can-Am, sponsored by Grupo Gonza, Copel, Gonza Metal Buildings, and Baja Sport. It's Santiago Gonzalez Mejia.
Now, out of La Paz, Baja California Sur, we have 3900, Francisco Beltran. With Francisco J. Beltran, Diego Beltran, and Diego Cerda. That is a Can-Am UTV, sponsored by Mexico Stabilizers, Seatkeeper, BFGoodrich Tires, PCI Radios, SDG, and Method Race Wheels.
Class champion right there. And then the 3963 out of Sentimba, California. It's Omar Alvarez Antana, driving with Alan Alvarez, Vidal Aceves, Carlos Avalos, Juan Perez, and their Can-Am and the Vida Verde Farms, PRP, Reconstructor, HM, Record Radios, Raceline, AGM, Toyo Tires, Dumbbell, Monkey Business, and Lawrence.
Now representing Baja California, out of Tijuana, we have another girl, Valeria Lozano, riding with Abraham Cruz Lozano, Manuel Sanchez, Luis M. Sanchez, Reyes. That is a Polaris racer, sponsored by Marius Race Prep, Llantera La Mejor, Aerodynamics, MRT Racing Tires, Racer, JP Desert Graphics, Batres Powder Coating, Alba Racing, LDR, Agencia LAM, Ferrox, Uniforme Esquema, Secofax, Super ATV, Bailey Cases.
39-70 going to be Luis Hortonal out of Arizona, riding with Jose Luis Ramirez, Bautista, Ivan Garcia, and Giovanni Rodriguez in the Polaris in the Zigzag UTV. Modern Rest Prep, MXL Power Coating, TPR Industries, Cabana Racing, Aerodynamics, Toro UTV Solutions, Donanas Transport, Method Race Wheels, Cold Bastard, and Tipo Baja Clothing.
We have 39-7, Manuel Norzagaray from Casa Grande, Arizona, with Jesus Norzagaray, Jesse Norzagaray, Joshua Arbizu, that is a Can-Am, sponsored by M&L Construction, Huge Steel, Best Choice Heating and Cooling, Adrenaline Motorsports, SD Lightning, Geyser Performance, MFM, Rugged Radios, Schmitty Racing Suspensions, and S3 Power Sports.
Now time for the 3980. It's Edward Gibson at a Balanga. Is that down the mainland Mexican? Not sure. Okay. I haven't stumped you. You got Diego Jaquez and Alan Ramos on the Polaris. Rayo Blanco Mezcal, Method, Metal Fab, Jazzco Brothers Racing, and Night Rock.
And we have here, just starting the Baja 500, Antonio Mendez from Atlixco, Puebla. That is very far from here. Edmundo Fernandez, Alonso Gonzalez, Cristian Arellano, Eduardo Acevedo are riding with him. That is a Polaris racer, sponsored by Cast Soluciones Integrales, Staff, GHC, Shalos Racing, Bunyagas Racing, Cartec Off-Road, Del Amo Motorsport, R360, and Sasha Construcciones.
Okay, so John Meek just left there at 39-39 at Cambridge, Ohio. The Sylvania Off-Road Polaris Racing X-Comp, Raceline Bob, Bound, PRT, Fox, Optima, Sparco, and Rugged Radios, and OGL.
Next in line, Antonio de Loera from Guadalajara, Jalisco, with René Torres, López Torres, Diego Muñoz Chacón, Jesús Mario Quiñones Carlón, sponsored by Loresa Camiones, Acer, Produce, Panchito Race Prep, Auto Furniture, Baja Design, and BFGoodrich Tires.
And the 39-30 at Doug Cornwell out of Haslet, Texas. Trent Kirby, Liam David Lalone, and he's driving that Polaris.
Yeah. Now getting ready at the start line, we have 39-75, Andre Hort from Brusque, Brazil. With him, Jose Elio Rodriguez Filo, Carlos Sach, and Ramon Sacilotti. Riding that Can-Am. Andre Hort.
And the 39-66 out of Las Vegas, Nevada, driving with Joe DeLucy, Tyler DeLucy, Jesse Astorga, Sofia Astorga, in the Polaris, Alliance Motorsports, Kart Retrieval, Impact Safety, Redline Racing Oils, Baja Designs, El Cajon Hobbies, X-Comp Tires, Bogoza Racing, iBox Springs, Dirtco, Pro Bearings, Gearworks, Pyrotech, and Fuel Cells. It's Andrew DeLucy.
At the start line, we have Michael Flint, number 3976, out of Upland, California. Riding with him, Jesus Ortiz Laris, Joe Miller, Conrad Diaz, and that is a speed UTV. Michael Flint, number 3976.
In the 3908 out of San Diego, California. Driving with Zach Heiderman, Eric Miller, Nick Bruce in their Can-Am, Straight Shooters Heating and Air, Vision Wheels, SDUTV, Baja Designs, BFGoodrich Tires, Upsup, Connery Motorsports, SDG Suspension, it's Scott Bergen.
Number 3943, we have Dennis Romero from Charlotte. With him, Oscar Ibarra, Mariano Pisaco, and Enrique Garcia in a Can-Am UTV. Sponsored by Del Amo Motorsports, SD Lightning, MRT Tires, CML Hats, Nani Shucks, Ibarra's Racing, and Jantera Cactus.
Yeah, he's straight from Charlotte, North Carolina, the home of NASCAR there. All right, great to see this guy. We usually see him in a Class 11, as I like to say. It's Oliver Flamonte in the 3945 out of Ensenada, Baja California. Driving with Antonio Espinosa, Ana Paulo Flamonte, Valentin Mercado, Oscar Guerrero Segura in their Polaris Baja Designs, Maxima Racing Oils, Las Flamonte Racing, Fox, Aerodynamics, Sparkle, Major Performance Engines, and Default Transmissions.
Next to the green flag, we have Youssef Tago, number 3907. With him, Eric Vera, Christopher Riviera, Joaquin Ramirez, and Ivan Tago. Or Ivan Tago. That is a Polaris sponsored by Reliable Plumbing.
And the 3922 Eduardo Heredia out of Ensenada, Baja California, riding with Alan Heredia, Mario Chapella in their Can-Am.
Number 3904, we have Josh Rowe from Lakeside, California, I think. It says Baja California. With Preston Oxford, that is a Can-Am, sponsored by Yokohama, Raceline, Baja Designs, and Alsop. That is Josh Rowe with the number 3904.
In the 3911 coming from Mexico. He drives with Luis Julian Mercado, Hector Collins, Carlos Reno in their Polaris and the MG Auto Parts, Mylogistic, Simone Kraft, Rosano, Chocolado, Imperial. Supply, it is Emmanuel Duran.
Now with the number 3971, we have Wayne Christopherson from Solana Beach, California, with Derek Peterson in their Polaris Racer, sponsored by El Coyote Hollywood and Dark Star Ranch.
In the 3955, it's Pedro Hurtado Sandoval, Baja California, driving with Pedro Gal Hurtado, Mario Allen Calia, Pete Marcatco, Francisco Gutierrez, and Gerardo Morales in that Polaris in the Hurtado shop, Dim Race Works, Aerodynamics, HG Importaciones, and Frankie's Auto Supplies, BNF Job Care, Miranda's, McDonald's, Calexico, and 801 Racing.
our first 16 class. This is the class champion, Daniel Goodrich from Chula Vista, California, with Freddie Willard, Marco Cornejo, Mario Martinez, and Danny Sanchez. Sponsored by FJ Willard Contracting, Banks Power, BFGoodrich Tires, Raceline Wheels, Matchtrack, Shocks, Body Signs, Sign Art Graphics, Dayfolds Transmission, Major Performance, Race Ready Products, Slime, Race One Off-Road Prep, and Team Juicebox.
At 16:07, it's Juan Fernandez out of Carlsbad, California, with Jose Fernandez, Pat Combs, and Juan R. Fernandez the fourth. Sponsored by BFGoodrich King Shocks, PCI Race Radios, Weddle Engineering, Hal Power Steering, New Motors Racing, 905, Remo, Base Prep PRP, Run Drywall, it's B12 Drywall, Soda Racing, and Soda Quad.
Now with the number 1677, we have Ezra Everts from Wilson, California, with Dale Everts, Madison Everts, and Matt McDaniel. Sponsored by Intrus, Cape Toyota, Fuel Factory, Baja Design, Cape Adventures, Dynamic Motorsports, Racing, CBR Cooling, Impact Safety, EPCO Carbon, and ZLT Wraps.
Time for the Class A, the old heavy metal on the Heat 5-2 out of Laredo, Texas. Driving for the Rio Grande Helicopters, Inc., Homestand, AS Aviation, Inc., Avi's Kitchen, Clyde, Torquay, Chicken Pit, Dirty John's Porta Potty, it's Spencer Morgan with Gary Linedecker, Brett Morgan, Nico Flores, and Josh Gray.
Now we have our Class 3. 301 RJ Zanon from Long Beach, California, with Amanda Weldon, Kyler Ritchie, and Miguel Alvarado. Sponsored by Tom's Off-Road, Bilstein, Southwest Performance, Armadillo Designs, LC Gear and Axle, Rad Media, Gonzo TV, Surf City Detail Garage, Bronco Outfitters, Moldy Industries, Go Plumbing and more, Easy Plate, and Solo Motorsports.
And time for Class 1C, the Class 11s. The class defending champion, Ralph Castillo, in the 1100 out of East Vale, California. Driving with Anthony Castillo, Patricio Flores, Luis Magna, Oliver Flamante, MP, Mobile Wagon, and PCI Fox. It's Ralph Castillo.
Now we have the legend of the Class 11s. We have 1111 Eric Solorzano from San Diego, California, Ensenada. Matt Watson, Fidel Valdestino, Sam Dunham, and Rick Boyer with him riding the Class 11, sponsored by Fire and Flute Emergency Services, Rugged Radios, BFGoodrich Tires, Bilstein, Gildoso Racing, MP, Mobile Wagon, Riviera Farm, Jazz Products, KC, Last Transmission, TV Performance, HK, and Tropical Clubs.
And finishing out the Class 11s, it's going to be Christopher Clearman in the 1128 out of Boulder, Colorado, riding with Spencer Crossy in the Matador BX Bandit V-Dub.
Now we're going with our Sportsman Trucks Unlimited. Number 1427, Brett Kitchen from Syracuse, Utah. With Ethan Kapp, Stephen Larson, Brent Langford, Luis Enrique Rodriguez. Sponsored by BFGoodrich Tires, MSR Racing Shop, Bishop Wheels, BTM Motorsports, Horsepower Ranch, Nuni Shocks, TCM Motorsports, Negrito Transmisiones, 87 Scenic Krupa.
Well, I'm looking on my sheets. I don't have these. I might have order a little bit there. Two UTVs. See if we could maybe give them a number and identify them. Actually, there's three more.
We were missing one.
Well, missing a couple now. 18. Yep.
That's Travis Oaks from Tullahoma, Tennessee, with Matt Riggs, that is a Can-Am, sponsored by CatTech, PRP Racing, Method Race Wheels, MRT Race Tires, G-Force Racing Technology.
And trying to get a read on this next car here. Quite a few of the 1800 class here.
1804, Bailey Christian from Newport Beach, California.
I believe that's the twins. You won't see double. They're sharing duties, co-driver and driver.
Sponsored by Welchel Racing, XComp Tires, Raceline Wheels, Baja Designs, King Shocks, PCI Race Radios, Polaris, and Reflex Wraps.
And trying to see if we can get a number on the next.
1806.
It's going to be Edison Zurita out of Montador. Riding with Miguel Zurita, Jose Hernandez, Pancho Druga, Can-Am. Sponsored by Norcera, BTK, Latina, ICHE, Rotobles, and Nazca. And I believe that's the last one. The 58th running of the BF Goodrich.
Yeah, 1814, Ricardo Acevedo from Mexicali, Baja California, with Ricardo Acevedo, Alfonso Guerra Sr., Alfonso Guerra Jr., Braulio Contreras, and Zenon Barragan. That is a Yamaha UTV, sponsored by El Coquitas, Puñetas Racing, and MXL Pack, Chicali. They have a lot of fans yesterday during contingency, making noise for them.
Well, you know what? That's it. The 58th running of the BF Goodrich Baja 500 is now underway. We're going to throw it back to the studio in El Cajon to Brandon Johnson, Wes Miller, and the rest of the crew. My good friends, give us a good race call. We'll see you guys when they start coming in. Let's do this.